Peace, 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 peace. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know, I am Junes, the original for the Bantus, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the what? With the word. Want to give all praise and glory to the Father, for He is worthy to be praised. Want to give all shout outs to all those that have been tuning in, supporting, pushing this platform, allowing me to keep my foot on you heathens, he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites. Next round of applause for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my apologies, man. I got my headphones in today. For those that don't know, the Father has blessed me with a newborn. You know what I mean? He's here. It's a beautiful thing. And now I gotta keep the headphones on because I don't want to press buttons and he gets startled and rattled, and all of a sudden he's jumping, jumping out the chair or wherever he's at right now. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I've been gone for a minute. Just doing daddy duties, and also taking care of my family financially, doing the things that I gotta do, and just preparing for for the summer, preparing for the worst, preparing for whatever these heathens are bringing forth. For some that don't know, we know that the money's collapsing. We know a lot of people. We know a lot of people is also losing jobs. It's a lot going on in this world right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there, right? Today's conversation is a conversation that needs to be had, right? The conversation, or the statement, the bold statement that I'm bringing forth today is quite simple. That statement is what? That European religion is poisonous to black people. Let me say that again. European religion is poisonous to black people. Now, I want you guys to think about this. Prior to European interjections and customs into our livelihoods, we all knew we came from Africa. There was no shot of a doubt that brothers and sisters knew that they came from Africa. It wasn't until the late 1800s, 1900s, when a man named Samuel Crowley came forth. And I'm just saying this on the Hebrew tip, right? But prior to that, Christianity and all that, we know that before Christopher Columbus and his military ops, or whatever you want to call these clowns, you understand, we was always spiritually connected with the earth. When you spiritually connected with the earth, you spiritually connected with the Father. Did we go off? Absolutely. Did we follow the ways of the heathens? Absolutely. But it wasn't to this high magnitude that we are witnessing here, right? So we know that there was particular people that was on this earth. And we know, and I'm saying this in an advanced level, right? So in the advanced level is, we know that, Japhet, that sea where Nimrod and all of that came from, Egypt. We know that these brothers and sisters, they went off, right? And Japhet went off after Noah died. So when Noah was alive, Japheth was in tune. In fact, Japheth was in tune. It wasn't Japheth that was doing the fufu. It was his children, right? And we know, right, that they did what they did, and we was doing what we was doing, right? And when you pay attention to see how peaceful this world was prior to these people enforcing this religion. And it's not just Christianity. Yes, the Arabs too. The Arabs are Europeans, man. Don't get caught up. These people are one and the same. They are one and the same. One went there, the other one went there. Same relatives, same brothers, same sisters. When you look up the Yahweh and all of that, that's the same God for the Arabs and also for Christianity and all them other things that brothers and sisters is running upon, right? So now these people come into our lives, but destruction came with religion, people. Destruction came with religion. Don't think religion is what it is right now off lilies and grapes. Like brothers and sisters was over here saying, "Hey man, you wanna tune in?" No. Every single religion you can imagine was put upon us by force, brute force, not regular force. I'm talking about murder. I'm talking about destruction. I'm talking about kidnap. I'm talking about rape. I'm talking about molestation. I'm talking about the same exact things that's still going on till this very day. Okay? It was forced upon us. They purposely created religion because let me tell you something. Whether brothers and sisters believe the word, whether brothers and sisters believe in God, whatever it may be. But one thing that you know for certain and two things for sure is that these people that's running the world know exactly who you was, right? They knew that when we was in captivity, wherever captivity we was in, we always made it out that captivity because of what? I want you guys to think about that. The reason why we made it out of those captivities was because the oppressor, the enemy, the captivators, those individuals allowed us to worship our Father. See, they realized in order for us to remain in power and control, we must discontinue with these dudes, or disconnect, I should say, these dudes from the Father. You could have wisdom and knowledge and information that's gonna break you out of this satanic matrix. You always hit with something, right? This is how they kill momentums. But we're not gonna allow that to stop us from doing what we do, right? Now, like I was saying, after I was rudely interrupted, right? See, religion didn't just come onto us. In fact, religion, the main purpose of the creation of religions was a creation to suppress people who was born with a spirit, with a sense of spirituality inside of them. See, we are very spiritual people. So the only way you can control spiritual people, because they know that our strength doesn't come from no military. We don't need no missiles. We don't need no factories. We don't need no nuclear bombs. They know that our power, our protection comes from the Father because we were born spiritual. We were made in his likeness, in his image. Every knowledge that was passed on from Adam has been passed all the way to Noah, all the way to Shem, all the way to Abram, Isaac, Jacob, his children. Did we fall off? Absolutely. How did we fall off? See, we fell off because we started intertwining, we started intermingling, we started putting ourselves in those areas, and we got disgusted with being stricken by laws. We wanted to do what the heathens was doing. See, you guys don't know history. See, matter of fact, you dudes could see it. When you see statues of these Greek gods and all of these Greek emperors and empresses. You see that all they did was walk around naked, orgies, this, that, everything that the father did, they did it the opposite in a sense of disrespect, and we wanted that, and some of us went through it. Secretly leaving their houses, going to these parties. See how we like to party and all that? We was going in there and we was in love, and then we got caught up. Then one person went to two people, two went to three went to four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you guys don't even know how deep this story goes as far as the high level of sorcery and wickedness, with the drastic measures that these people has taken just to take you away from your father. And then when they took us away, they said, how can we keep them away and make sure that they can never connect? So they came forth with religion. Religion is a head-on collision that leads to division. Religion is a space of real legions taking control over the people, and that's exactly what happened. And brothers and sisters don't even understand that. We really run around believing that things is just peaches and cream. Religion is poisonous unto the black community. Now you fast forward to today. I just watched a group of black people partake in Ramadan. I say on my chest out, Ramadan is let me tell you something. Ramadan is a stolen feast day done by the children of Akobi, which is the Day of Atonement. Remember, everything that we did, they stole it and did it 5 times more. Right? We used to pray 3 times, so they got to pray 5 times. We used to pray to the south. They want to pray to the east. Our sisters used to adorn themselves. How you see the sisters dressing now? We used to adorn ourselves like that. When you look up old pictures of sisters in Africa, their head was always covered. They always had dresses on. They never showed off their bodies. They was never doing that. They took it up a notch. Now they wear long dresses, black long dresses, the thing on their head looking like nuns, and now some of them even cover their face. All you can see is their eyeballs. You understand? And you guys are not paying attention to this foolishness. You're not paying attention to this foolishness. And they did that intentionally for what? Intentionally to draw you in. And we wasn't drawn in the beginning. We was drawn in after time. After they started coming forth with weaponry. And when you look up the history and you find out who was funding these religions, you'll see that it stems from the European Vatican. So by default, that means that Islam is a European religion. European religion is poisonous unto black people. We're dying because of these religions. Our community is mourning because of these religions. Churches all through the ghetto, but it's still the highest place of violence. Doesn't make sense. Funerals taking place in those churches. All of this is a big business with one purpose and one goal, and that's to destroy you, brother and sister. Religion has created a state of division. Religion has made brothers now want to be the overseers of European teachings. We're gonna definitely have a conversation. Wait for tomorrow for December conversation. I'm about to bust your heads with this information. Your heads gonna hurt when I bring this forth. But religion, European religion. And matter of fact, let's just say religion. Let's just call it for what it is. Because you're going to have brothers and sisters going to say, but you follow religion. No. I follow the way of life. It's a big difference. I follow an order that was given from the beginning of creation. That's what I follow. The order that was beginning, the order that was given in the beginning of creation was to obey and never disrespect the creator. And if the creator says that I should operate in righteousness, I should not hurt nobody. I should not steal from nobody. I should not want to kill nobody. I should not want to bow down to Luciferian gods, fallen deities, foul ways of Europeans. That's not a religion. That's a way of life. That's the way of life. That's the way of life that black people was naturally born. I mean, you think I'm lying? For example, a newborn baby automatically is committed and attached to the parents. You know how that child gets detached from the parent? When that child gets exposed to the enemy and his creations. Okay? Every child is born innocent, especially the children of Akobi. We're born innocent. We're born righteous. We're taught to be evil. Let me say that again. We are all born righteous. We're taught to be evil. Children come out the womb keeping the commands, being obedient, honoring thy mother and thy father, that their days on this earth will not be shortened. They come out the womb being obedient. Out the gate. They listen. They cry. They just want to be loved. They want to be held. I'm doing that every day. Innocent is when you give your child up to these heathens, whether it's their religion. You taking a newborn baby and you're bringing him into a Luciferian domain, which is church, and getting him baptized. What sins are he taking away at 3 months old? I mean, come on, people. You see what religion has done? You see what religion has done? I'm watching black parents putting bunnies on their child. It's like you're marking your child for death. You're putting bunnies. You're saying, oh, we're going to go celebrate Easter. Do you know what associate with Easter? Tell me what does Easter eggs and bunnies have to do with your so-called savior? Matter of fact, that's not even your savior, because Jesus Christ ain't saved nothing. In fact, Jesus Christ enslaved you people. Jesus Christ didn't save nothing but enslave you people. You have been put in jail because of Jesus Christ, through Jesus Christ and all his holiday saints. Okay? Allah has not saved a single black person. Tell me what's going on in Philly. I seen a brother named Tom Trump who used to be a rapper. He think he's doing something productive because he's handing out food. You serious? I mean, shout out for you handing out food. I'm not gonna knock you for that, but let's not act like your religion is the religion that's saving Philly from the atrocities and the trials and the murders and the drug dealings and the fentanyl and all of this nonsense that's destroying, deliberately killing our people. I was there. I seen it with my own eyes. I'm not talking from the outside looking in. I was inside. I drove in the area. My aunt lived out there. I seen it. I was in West Philly. I seen it. I seen the man in the middle of the street, can't even stand up. I had to drive around him like, yo, what the heck is going on here? I seen it. And all you Hebrews got full-grown beards. Wait until 5 o'clock, bend down on the knees, do your 15-minute prayer, whatever you doing, and then get up and then put your gun, your loaded clip, and go spin the block. Come on now. Let's not make it seem like what I'm saying is a lie. That's what religion has done. See, religion has gave you a reason to have your own perspectives on things. Religion has gave you a reason to believe the oppressor's word over your brothers, over the Father. Look what religion has done. Prior to religion, we all knew we came from Africa. Prior to religion, we all knew that we was on these ships. They was beating us. They was changing our names. They lied to you because they said, look, on the ships, we came on the ship saying Yah and Wahamaha. No, that's the names that they gave you. You forgot that they spoke German, Hebrew. You forgot Christopher Columbus spoke those languages, and his people, his minions, his comrades spoke the same language. They didn't know how to speak Swahili. They didn't know how to speak African. They didn't know how to speak Bantu. They didn't know how to speak Isiklos. They didn't know how to speak nothing. So they had to give you names and refer to you as the names that they wanted to give you. And then when the slave masters came and set up shop, which was your priests, your Steinbergers, they changed their name to John Smith. And then they changed your name to the Smiths. Okay? So miss me with the foo-foo. Okay? Not a single person on the face of this earth, nobody in Africa could speak fluent Hebrew. Miss me with the nonsense. Nobody in America could speak that. I'm talking about black people. You're not finding that in the Caribbean. You're not finding that. You're not finding that in Africa. You're not finding that in America. It's only here in America you got a whole bunch of niggas. Yes, that's exactly what you are. Some niggas, ignorant, lost in the sauce. Bunch of niggas get a few precepts, hear a few words, and all of a sudden they think they're the overseers. And we running around believing this and believing this lie. This is what religion has done. Poisonous upon the black community. Black people. Poisonous. We are dying. Day in, day out. Everybody I see in a state of distress, I be like, yo, man, you good? Man, praise God, I'm still alive, man. Thank you, Jesus. I'm like, damn, you calling on Jesus? How come he's not saving you? Oh, he saved you already. So he saved you to live a life of sin. So sin leads to diseases, pestilence, death. And then when you die, they just put a cross on top of your casket or on top of your tombstone. And that cross only means we got him. You see, when you see it like this, you put it like this, X marked the spot, baby. Took him out, all through the name of Jesus. Everybody's coming now, knocking on your door, bringing forth this 7-day Adventist, Jehovah Witness, but all of this foolish nonsense. And then when I say, but wait, hold on. Do you know what Matthew 27 verse 46 says? It only means, my God, my God. When did our big brother refer to our Father as my God? He always said, I came to do my Father's will. If you knew me, you would know my Father. But now he's in the state of distress. He's saying, my God, my God. Nobody don't pay this attention. Nobody's not seeing this. You see what religion has done? Religion has kept a blinders on your face. Division, head-on collision. Collision. We literally on a highway to hell. And nobody don't see this. Nobody don't say nothing. Nobody don't, nobody has the guts to stand up and say, man, you make some sense here. This is what religion has done. Religion has told black people that it's okay to participate in cannibalism. This is what religion has done. Religion has done, let me say something. Everything that associates with religion, it stems with blood included. Christianity, you got to take blood. Judaism, you got to take blood. For God's sakes, children's getting circumcised and the man is peeling off the skin with his teeth and sucking the blood. You think I'm lying? Look this stuff up. Passing herpes to newborn babies. Look this stuff up. Look this stuff up. We already know about Islam. We already know, but Islam was the takeover of the east side of Africa. East side of Africa. Took people from Africa, brought them to that land called the Middle East, and put them in servitude, and still beating them, torturing them till this very day. And you telling me that this is the path of righteousness? Come on. So now what? Religion is a respect of people, is a respect of person, organization. Because if you're supposed to be righteous and loving and you're supposed to love everybody in the world, then why are you treating black people in the Middle East like that? Why is the black people that's in Israel right now being ostracized and violated by both parties? The Jewish people and the Palestinians violating these people. Telling them every day, get the heck out of here. Where these people, where they gave them a spot to refuge. Underneath that is nuclear weapons. Come on now. What are we talking here? But these are our brothers. These are our sisters. Who told you that? Religion has told you that the Arabs are Ishmael and the white man is Esau. And we run with this. And we infuse this. We infuse this. We allow these people to come into our homes. We allow these people to come into our space. We allow these people to be all up under us. All in the name of whatever Jesus you calling on. And then brothers be like, yo, man, I had a brother tell me yesterday. He said, yo, he sent me some foolish nonsense from Bishop Nathaniel. Look, the man's name is a bishop, guys. European. He gave me something from Bishop Nathaniel. And I said, yo, I'm like, yo, bro, who's this talking? I was like, yo, the Luciferian head leader of IUIC. His reply to me was, quote unquote, he says, LOL, F the messenger, listen to what he's saying. Then my reply is, where is he getting his resources from? Where is he getting his documentations from? Where he's getting this information from? Please tell me. He didn't reply to it. And I said, I'm sure he's getting this knowledge from a Susie Steinberg, a Khazar individual, because they the only researchers on this earth. I'm sorry, people. I'm in a point of my life where I've been lied to so many times, and the first thing that I need to do in order to uncover the truth is to disconnect myself from the liars, from the oppressor, from the enemy. That's the only way I know I'm going to receive this truth. That's the only way I know for the fact that the Father is going to provide me with information. If I cleave onto him and stay away from them, he's going to provide me with the information. I cannot afford to be led astray anymore. I don't have it in me. So when he said what he said to me, I said, yo, man, I was like, yo, listen, man, that comes from a Steinberger. His reply to me is, yo, man, that's why your podcast ain't going to do such and such, because you over here feeding the people poison. I said, I'm feeding the people poison? So now it went from a text. I had to verbally tell the brother about himself. I said, so am I feeding the people poison because I no longer want to tell my people European lies? Am I feeding people poison because I know that we've been lied to? Am I feeding my people poison because I'm telling us that the same place they took us from is exactly the same place that is the Holy Land? So which one is it? Which one is it? Is me telling black people that you're great, you are a king, you're supposed to be separate, follow not the ways of the heathens, don't listen to this European nonsense. You didn't come from no 1948 location, you didn't come from Arab land, you ain't from the Middle East, you ain't from nothing. No history has shown. Everywhere you go, you can go anywhere across the earth, there's only one place that's filled with people that look just like you outside of the areas that was put in captivity, was Africa. And let's just say that we was in Europe and all that. Let's just say you think that should be the focal point. We need to put the foundation back into proper perspective. So when we all agree that we came from Africa, then we can go look in other places. Let's see where we was at also. But we got brothers that want to hold on to this European deception, this European religious lie, so they can justify and it can add on to the fact that we was in the Middle East. It's because black people want to be Middle Eastern Europeans. You want to be the exact people that killed our big brother, my big brother. Because you guys don't see him as your big brother. You see him as your savior. This man ain't never saved nothing but put you niggas in jail. And when you get locked up, spiritual jail, he put you in. And when you physically in jail, you got mad at him. So now you converted into Islam. So then when you came out, you became a released convict Muslim. But through Christianity saying you under grace, you could do whatever you want. Now you got a found belief in Islam. You're going to do exactly what you was told with Christianity. You'll kill a man and then just pray to Allah 5 times about it. Make it make sense. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Father, say it one time. And get mad at me. And get mad at me because I no longer will support that. I'm not telling black people to call on European gods. You saying that we Hebrew? I need you to find me 100 black people, I don't care where it's at, that can speak fluent Hebrew back to back. I'm talking about a whole conversation. If you cannot bring that to me, do not bring me no Hebrew talk. It's bad enough that I got to sit here and watch my family members, my wife's family members are still infused, fully indoctrinated with this European lie. And I got to watch this. I got to hear about it. You know how heartbreaking that is? You know how heartbreaking, the word said, with much wisdom comes sorrow. You know how heartbreaking that is? When I spoke to my big bro the other day, I said, yo, big bro, it's heartbreaking to see that the world is what it is. The lies has overtaken us and is causing us to die, and people still don't see it. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. It's heartbreaking. You don't think that you think that joint don't make me feel some type of way? You think it don't make me feel some type of way when I see my homies putting up pictures on Instagram? They got their old Easter outfit on, taking their children to go egg hunting. What the heck is going on here? I'm seeing black grown men and women with bunny rabbits on their heads talking about we doing it for the children, and nobody don't see nothing wrong. And you telling me that I'm bringing forth poison? No, you're promoting the poison. You're just giving it in a different, you giving it in a different dose. Christianity is like baby Tylenol. Too much Tylenol can cause liver disease. Islam is like weed and crack. It's like weed and crack. You will kill, you will rob, you will steal in the name of Allah. And the Hebrew Israelism is like fentanyl. Soon as you get that, you automatically just dead. You're just dead to the lies. You can't even, listen, a black man could bring all the historical facts and you still wouldn't give heed to it. All blood goes back to Africa. And I'm talking about black people. We all know where these fallen deities, these Gentiles, these heathens, we know where they come from. They was always in the outskirt of our domain. Psalms 83 is talking about them. Come on. We got to wake up. We got to wake up. Don't get caught up by the interjections. They was talking about them, their children. They the ones that's gathering around us. They the ones that got warships all around Africa. They the ones that got their hands all through the land. Elon Musk talking about, yo, he's the original. He's a true African American. This nigga really claiming he's from Africa. You are a European. You are a Cain. You are from the seed of Ham. You ain't never from that land. Your family barged their way in. King Leopold barged his way in. Cecil Rhodes barged his way in. You barge your way in. Okay? Alexander the Greek, all of them, all in the New Testament, you barge your way in. You was never from here. You come over here and you take all the resources. And the sad thing is, the sad thing is? The sad thing is that we got brothers and sisters talking real crazy. Like, yo, you talking kind of spicy and you don't even know nothing that you're talking about. You know how many people that I ran into? I should bring the Wiz and let her give her own testimony, her own mother. I'm like, yo, where you from, man? You think I'm from Africa? I'm like, yo, where? I'm trying to go there. He like, yo, you trying to go visit? I'm like, nah, I'm trying to live. He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, man, it's beautiful. I then asked him, you know that's the land of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob? He said, of course. He said, of course. I asked another lady, I said, hey, where you from? She says, I'm from Swahili or somewhere. No, she said she was from Ghana. And we was just talking, I was asking questions or whatever. She was like, yeah, man. She was like, yo, these French people came over here, took over 500 million in resources, goals, and all of that. And then didn't want to leave. We had to fight for them to leave. Then in return, what they done is they bought the foolishness. They start bringing their religions and their division. They started paying mercenaries, started paying people in the street thugs, and giving them artillery, starting gang wars. Same thing that they doing in Haiti. You guys don't even know what the heck is going on, and you guys want to come talk to me about some foolish goddamn Hebrew talk? You talking about poison? This is the poison. European religion is the poison upon black people because you so poison, you so high of fentanyl, you so high that you can't even see that these people playing you. Because they give you pictures, they give you pictures with black skin on it. You fall for the narrative. When the main focus, when the main objective is to now, we need to understand where the land is. Obviously, it's not 1948. Obviously can't be in the Middle East. Well, look up the population. Look up the population when it comes to colored people. We're not even damn near 10%, guy. When these heathens took us in captive, they shipped us up into these Roman areas to being gladiator, fighting lions and bears for sport. Are you kidding me? They got the museums and they tell you the story. And you running around here telling us that we was ruling in these areas? How? Where you getting this from? Because Paul, or should I say Saul, who is a Hebrew Israelite, a Cain baby, the representation of all European people, he represents all of them. Paul is the Europeans' favorite apostle. They don't even give a damn about Peter. They don't even give a damn about Jesus. Because Jesus ain't for them. Jesus is for you. They don't know a single precept of Jesus outside of John 3:16. And that he shed his blood. and then they had a feast. Of course they're gonna remember that because this is what they do. They love blood. They love eating bodies. This is what they do. This is what they've been doing. This is what they still doing. What you think the adrenochrome is about? Johnny Depp, Tom Cruise, damn near 100 years old, man, them still looking like he's 25. Are you kidding me? Miss me with the nonsense. You guys, these people are unlearned, uneducated, too prideful, nothing humble in them. And then they'll try to reverse this upon me. And it's like, fam, listen, I've been where you was at, fam. I was there. I used to go to class. Listen, I used to go to these congregations faithfully for 3 years every day, not missing a day. Rain, sleep, snow. All the information that you guys are bringing forth, I've read it. I've studied it. I've taught it. You can't tell me nothing that I don't already know. But the same question that I asked them is what I'm going to ask you guys. What the heck is Matthew 27 verse 46? What is he saying? Why is in the time of distress he's speaking that? Why didn't he cry out in Hebrew? Why? If that's the holy tongue in the holy land, in the holy language, in the holy area, why wasn't he calling on that? Why wasn't he saying Shema Yasharallah, all the foolishness? Why didn't he speak that? If that's the tongue that's spoken in the holies, in the heavens, in the upper room. Why? So why are you guys coming out here talking pure rubbish to me? Why are you holding on? What? Damn, that poison is that good? That fentanyl is that good? Them Percocets is that good? Them Tylenols is that good? It's delicious. You guys are religious drug addicts, bro. You guys are religious drug addicts. I can't even call you a crackhead. You a Jesus head. We got black people walking around with fringes on. Not even fringes. These dudes walking around with tassels on. Can't wait for a feast day. Gather everybody around, pour wine in the cup, and we drinking blood. For he is the remission of our sins. Knowing damn well that our big brother never came to die for nobody's sins. Human sacrifices is not accepted for sin. Where? Where did the Father say, bring me 4 of your children? Oh, my bad. Because you see, he says kids. Oh no, kids are goats. That's why they refer to your children as kids, because your child was meant to be sacrificed. In fact, if your child goes into their education, if your child participate in their curriculums, if your child goes to their medical institutes and get situated, if anything, if your child is eating their food, if your child is watching their TV, if your child is reading their books, if your child is doing anything, you have sacrificed your kid unto Moloch. Oh, it sounds harsh when I say these things, right? It's harsh, right? But it's the reality. We need reality checks. We need harsh reality checks because we have gone too far off. We have allowed the religion to become so poisonous that we are now accepting the juice. We accepting the snake bite. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, we have accepted it. We have embraced it. We honor it, and we don't want to run from it. And if anybody bring any level of change from that, you are an enemy. You are the poison. You sound like a Christian church. You are just agents of the devil, put in place to destroy, to continuously keep black people in a state of spiritual distress. When the Father is doing everything right now to set us free, you still want to keep us in a state of captivity. Now, the question that I ask at this point is, what's the reason? Is it really for salvation, or is it really because you want to keep the money coming, flowing beautifully in your organization? I don't want to hear nothing from no Nathaniel. I don't want to hear nothing from no Rakar. I don't want to hear nothing from no Sakari. I don't want to hear nothing from TD Snakes. I don't want to hear nothing for Creflo Take Your Dollar. I don't want to hear nothing from none of these people. Because every single one of these people are pushing the same European religion that has poisoned our community, that's poisoned my people, that's killing my people. And when my people die, nobody's there for support. Nobody's there for comfort. They just give you a pat on your back. They put a cross on your coffin and say, see you later. See you when I get there. And then look into the sky and have this assumption that we are in heaven. Knowing damn well ain't a single body can go into heaven. You go into a resting place. It's called the bosom of Abram. Now Abraham, the bosom of Abram. And you guys running around with this foolishness, man. You running around with this foolishness. You feeding us this poison. You're destroying your people. You're destroying yourself. You're detaching yourself from the Father. You're detaching yourself from his creation. Yes, the world is given unto the hands of the wicked, but that doesn't mean for us to hide in the closet like R. Kelly. Are you dumb or are you dumb? It's for us to come outside, stand 10 toes down, and get ready to stand on righteousness. The Father says it. Who's going to stand for me? Who's going to stand on righteousness in the day of evil? Where you be at? Where you guys at? Don't come over here with the social media talk. Where you guys at? Just because you gathering together doesn't mean you doing the will of the Father. Because if we always doing the will of the Father, I should see every homeless man with a brand new outfit on. Food in their mouth. We got to get to the point where we could bring these brothers and sisters into our house and allow them to take showers. We ain't get there yet. And you coming over here talking pure foolishness. Talking pure foolishness. You misread this. You misread the word. My bad. You reading the scripture. It's a script. You just acting out the role that these Europeans gave you to act out. That's why you love running to the scripture. Pull out the scripture. Give him the script. Give him the Hollywood act. Give him the Hollywood stories. Feed the people the interjections. Continue with the poisonous lies. Feed it to them. Tell them we are Israel, man. The father changed the father changed his name to Israel. That's it. Okay. If that was to be true, we all know that the Father says everything that he says can't come back void. Right? We agree to that. Can we agree to disagree? Can we walk together? Can we walk together unless we agree? And so let's agree to that. That the Father said anything that he says shall not come back void. I don't even want to pull up the precept. I'm not doing that for y'all. Do your homework. Get your phone. I get your $1,000 phone. Put the YouTube on PTP where you can Google and still watch what I'm saying. Where the Father says anything that he says doesn't come back void. Okay, so we agree to that. He also said that your name shall be called Israel and your name will no longer be called Jacob. No longer. He said no longer shall your name be called Jacob, but yet Jacob is still being mentioned. Jacob knew who the angels was. You could see it in the beginning of Genesis chapter 32. In the beginning, the angels came upon him and he spoke to them. He knew who they was. They knew who he was. So now how does he, walking with his family, Rachel pregnant as well? You already know how he feel about her. That's his favorite. That's his wife. That's his love. Leah was his wife, but he didn't care for her the way that he cared for Rachel. You understand? And she's pregnant with his baby. He already lost Joseph. Now here she's pregnant again. And you telling me he's going to leave his family. He's going to allow them to go about their business. He then is going to go see a man that he ain't never met before. Wrestle with this man from night till day. Kind of gay. And said, I don't know who you are, but because I was wrestling with you, now you got to give me a blessing. And I'm not letting go until you give me a blessing. And now the same exact angel who you guys say he was wrestling with God, he was wrestling with the Father. The Father didn't know who his name was. When you know that it's the Father that's naming all his children was named through the Father. The Father told Abram that his son shall be called Isaac. Come on now. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? So he wrestles with this person. He's telling this person, I'm not letting go until you give me something. That sounds kind of gay too. Bless me with something. And instead of giving him money, instead of him giving him powers, he said, what is your name? He said, my name is Jacob. He said, Jacob? No, now your name shall be Israel. And they shall no longer call you Jacob. You will no longer be called Jacob. No longer. That means never again. That means I should never, after Genesis chapter 32, I should never see the name Jacob again. See, from that very moment, you know there was an interjection because it was too much Jacobs. You can't put, I have given my laws and statutes unto Jacob. I have not done so with any other. You had to change that. Take it. All through Psalms. Listen, all through the book of Psalms, you're going to see Jacob, 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 Jacob. And then when they see it, like, damn, I can't take that out. I can't put Israel, Israel. So let me put Jacob and then I'm going to put Israel. No, anytime you see the word Israel, just know that was the interjection. That was them trying to include themselves into your story. That was them trying to infuse themselves into your life. That was them telling you that they are the overseers of that book. And anything that you learn must come, and it's not going to be valid unless it comes from them and their mouth. And if it doesn't come from their mouth, if it doesn't come from their research, if it doesn't come from whatever they're saying, then it's not valid. Are you dumb or are you dumb? How am I the only one that's seeing this? John chapter 8 verse 44 says what? You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you shall do, for he was a liar. He's a liar. He's a murderer. He is everything that these Europeans are. And there's no truth in them. Now you trying to validate what they bring forth as truth to me and tell me because I won't accept it, I'm bringing forth poison. No, fam, you the poison. You guys are the coconuts that needs to be falling from the tree of life. You guys are the coconuts that needs to be falling off from the tree of life. Because you trying to send everybody off that tree of life just as well. But it's not going to happen. Not while I'm breathing. Not while the fathers waking up brothers and sisters all across the world. All across the world. At a pace so fast that even the Hebrew Israelites even the Hebrew Israelite organizations all combined right now can't even add up to how many brothers and sisters has been awoken in the last 6-7 months. And we bringing forth poison? No, brothers and sisters is detaching themselves from the poison. Brothers and sisters want watermelons now. We don't want to drink your soda. We don't want to drink we don't want to drink your wine filled with blood. We don't want that poison no more. We don't want to participate in cannibalism. We don't want to participate with your crosses. We don't want to participate with your stones. We don't want to participate in that no more. We want to be left alone. We want our land back. We want the people back. We want our children back. We want you far away from us. And listen, listen carefully. 2 Chronicles chapter 17, verse 14 is happening right now. Second, listen to what I'm saying to you. 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14 is happening right now. Oh, we crying out loud. We crying out loud. Every day somebody's crying. Every day somebody's saying, no, I don't want this no more. Every day. People is hitting me up. My numbers is going up. People is tuning in. People is watching. People is listening. People is taking heed. Because what you guys have been bringing forth for the last 15, 20 years have been nothing but lies, nothing but foolishness, nothing but deception, nothing but European poison, and it has been destroying us. We have overdose, and now we in rehab right now. Sunini is the rehab. Modimo's that rehab. We going through it, and listen, we're shaking. You remember you ever seen Charles damn, what's that movie? Ray Charles? The movie Ray? You remember when Jamie Foxx was over here and shaking and he don't know? This is where we at right now. We on that type of time right now. Facts. And we taking away everything that was told to us. And we're not going to accept it. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to teach it. I don't give a damn how much sense it may make. Until everybody gets back to the foundation, like, nah, this place called Africa has to be the Holy Land, man. This place is beautiful. Deuteronomy chapter 28, the only location, the only place I can fathom that it fits that prophecy to the T is in Africa. Because here in America, they tell you we curse, but we dressing good. We looking fly. We owning stuff. We driving nice cars. The only area that I know that is fulfilling Deuteronomy chapter 28 is in Africa, people. Curse be you in the land. People's walking around with Crocs that was created in 1905. Barefoot. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. As beautiful as the land may be, we are the most desolate in our own land. That's Deuteronomy chapter 28 for you. That the remembrance of Jerusalem will be no more. It's not Israel, it's Jerusalem. We are in the land right now, don't even know that it's Jerusalem. We lost that, we don't know. He said that. Why is Africa the most colonized location on the face of this earth? Why? Why is everywhere where it's black people has to be colonized? Why is there 15,000 different European powers occupying in Africa? Why? Why are they not going into the Middle East if that's the milk and honey? Why? They scared of Iran? They scared of Iraq? Why they left Iraq? I thought Iraq is part of the Holy Land. They should have occupied it. They should be putting up brand new buildings and all that. Why? Why every goddamn minute they always in our space? Why? And you want to come talk to me about poison? This religion, this European religion is poison. The first slave ship was called your Savior, Jesus. Who ain't the only thing, the only thing that he saved you from was the only thing that Jesus has saved you guys from. He saved you from drowning. That's the only time he moved. That's the only time he had any association with us, is when he took us from one area to the other without us drowning. That's the only saving he did for you. He was your Mitch Buchanan. He was your lifeguard. And then when you came out, King James and all his top European writers had a great book, waiting for you. It's called the King James Version, not the Bantu version, not the Jesus version, none of that. None of that. He had the King James Version waiting for you. And they did experiments. They said, "Man, listen, let's just give them the book. Let's see what they did. Let's see what they could do with it if they read it on their own." We started reading on our own. Nat Turner said, "Yo, we supposed to be killing these heathens. Who with me? A whole hundred strong black men say, yeah, we taking them down. Soon as they go to sleep, they sleeping. They get Nat Turner kicking down doors." Killing your slave owners in their sleep, slicing throats, chopping hands, violating, feeding the women to the alligator. Ooh, they don't like when I talk like that, but that's what we was doing. They said, no. Whoa. Let's kill him. Let's capture him, kill him, make a mockery of him so everybody can know not to ever try this again. So they burnt that man alive. And I'm sure when he was burning, the father said, "Don't even worry about it. You ain't gonna feel a damn thing." Some people, there's stories that said that when they was burning him and they was doing this, he didn't even make a sound. Stories, go look it up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You think these people don't know? So then they had to create something called a theologian education. So they created theologian schools. And then they sat down in the churches and they seen who had the potential to lead. Who was the people gravitating to? Damn, they like this man right here. Yo, come with me. Would you like to be a pastor? No. Oh, yes. Well, what it comes with? You get to run. This is going to be your church. You get to run it. You get to make money. And then you be able to come sit down with us. You get to come inside. You get to eat good. You get to eat the crab, the shrimp, the lobster, the pigs. You get to eat all that. But just make sure you learn this. We're going to teach you what you got to teach the people. You think King James didn't do the interjections when it says the Moses? Listen, let me feed you. Let me tell you. Let me show you an interjection, right? When you read Matthew 5 verse 17, when it says, "Think not that I come to destroy the laws or the prophets. I come not to destroy, I came to fulfill." The fulfillment of him was him coming the way that our father Moses said that somebody was gonna come that was gonna lead the way. That was that fulfillment. He came, he fulfilled that, right? Cool. He also told you that he will never change the laws nor destroy. When you change something, you're destroying the law. If I'm changing something, if I'm removing, if I build a building and I took something out of the building, that building is not the original building. It's a new type of building, so it could fall. So this is how you know things was interjected. They interjected, they put things in there so they can have a control over you. In the Old Testament, it says what? An eye for an eye. You hurt me, I hurt you back. You do something to me, I do something to you. In the New Testament, it tells you, well, turn the other cheek. And then when you bring this up to a leader, somebody head in charge, they'll tell you, well, that's just a story for your brother. And like, no, that's an interjection. The word says, "I change not," so nothing was supposed to be changed. So anytime you see something that was interjected as a change, that's them doing it. That's them doing it. That's them doing it. We got to start waking up and realizing what's going on here. We got to realize what's going on here. We're being led astray. This European poison is devilish, is poisonous, is satanic, is the snake bite mentally, physically, spiritually upon the people of Akobi. and it's failing you. You have failed. You guys have become addicted addicts. You are addicts. You need rehab. The Father is the rehab. Christ isn't the rehab. Jesus isn't the rehab. Paul isn't the rehab. Peter isn't the rehab. Jeremiah isn't the rehab. Moses isn't the rehab. The Father is the rehab. You have to come back unto him. If you humble yourself and seek him and call on his name, not Jesus, not Christ, not Lord, not Yah, not Yahweh, not Yahushua, not none of this foolish nonsense. None of that. And you call on the name that was given, the name that is hidden. It's hidden, but it's seen at the same time. When you call on the name, Sunini, yes, it's different, right? It doesn't sound harsh, right? It sounds smooth. It sounds like a cup of good cold ice water. Sunini. That's how simplified the Father is. Calm, relax, chilling. Call me, holler at me, come to me. He's not coming to you. He comes to you every day you open your eyes. Every day you open your eyes is the Father coming to you. That's the farthest he's going, especially us living in sin. That's the farthest he's going. I opened your eyes. I came to you. Rise and shine, young man. I love you. I came to you. Now, what are you going to do for him? Are you gonna come and meekness and humble and love and righteousness and caring? Or are you going to be a deceiver? Are you going to be an agent? Are you going to push the poison? Because if you push the poison, it's a judgment for you. Woe unto the pastors that lead my sheep astray. The only way a sheep can be led astray is if you give the sheep bad food. If you give the sheep bad nutrition. You give the sheep wine. You give the sheep blood. You give the sheep a human. Sheep don't eat humans, but they're giving it to you. That's how the sheep get led astray. You see how I'm feeding it to you? You see how I'm feeding it to you? When you give the sheep the enemy perspective, when you give the sheep Cain, you lead them astray, you're going to be judged for that. And everybody's looking at me like I'm bringing forth a new doctrine. I don't subscribe to doctrine, bro. Let me tell you what's a new doctrine. A new doctrine is anything that's going to take you away from the Father. I have yet to tell anybody to discontinue the law. I have yet to tell anybody that our big brother didn't exist. I have yet to say any of that. You can't find no record of me saying nothing. Never finding me saying that. But it becomes my own doctrine because I have denounced the European teachings. And you're mad because I say to myself, to my family, to my children, to my friends, to anybody that I care for, even you guys that's on YouTube, I care for you. You're my brother and sister. I cannot see you guys as enemies no more. That's what religion has done. Religion has caused division. I'm not doing that no more. I'm just going to tell you about yourself, but I'm going to tell you like, yeah, listen, this is what you're doing wrong, but I still love you. I'm not here to do the judging. It's not my job. That's the Father's job. I don't even want that. I don't even want that position because just imagine I had to judge my family. Just imagine I had to judge my wife's family. Those that's living in darkness. God forbid they die and their livelihood is in my hands. I don't want that. I'm baffled that you guys are feeding for that. Yo, 144,000 Ak. We the elect. No, fam. Everybody that come from the seed of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob or Jacob are born the elect. You get taken out of being the elect when you start interjecting yourself, infusing yourself with European perspectives. When you start injecting yourself with Cain's perspective. When you start allowing Lucifer to play with your mind and see him as your God, as your Lord, as your Jesus, as your Yah, your Yahwehs, Yahushuas, Yahawashais. When you start doing that, then the Father says, oh, you calling on that? Oh, you putting this God before me? Oh, fine, no problem. Take him out. Get him out of here. Let him be a reprobate. Let him be a reprobate. Like Proverbs 1, verse 23. He says what? I reach my hands out to you. Every day I come out to you, I say, yo, come to me. Listen, humble yourself. Don't have a prideful look. I hate that. Humble yourself. He tells you this all the time. But you reject his hand. You reject it. You accepted the enemies. He said, okay, no problem. So when the things hit the fan, like how it's happening now, and all you brothers that's a part of these organizations, these congregations, you see things happening right now. I want to know, what are you going to do when everything stops? See, your teachers are not preparing you for the mark of the beast. And we've all been doing the mark of the beast subconsciously. Every time you use your phone as a payment, every time you use your card as a payment, you see it says a chip. Put your chip in. It's predictive programming. They're not telling you that. In fact, they're telling you to use the same exact process, the same exact method to pay to come into their schools, to come into their classes, to come in part of their teachings. They got the cash out, they got everything. But these are the people that's supposed to prepare you and separate you from this world. But yet everything that brothers and sisters is doing is of this world. But get mad at me because I don't want to participate in your worldly activities. I'm going off. I'm forsaking the assembly. You forsake the assembly when you start following Islam. You forsake the assembly when you start following European perspective, Hinduism, when you start following the ways of the heathens. That's when you forsake the assembly. I don't need to be a part of anything to be embraced and loved and protected by the Father. Because all he tells me to do is not bow myself to them, no serve them, don't sacrifice my children unto them, eat clean, be a just man, walk with the uprightness, not with my head down, not with my chest out, walk with the straight uprightness, be in his image, stay in his likeness, and you're going to be all right. He told me you should not serve no other God. He said, the temple, you are the temple. Our big brother said the temple shall be destroyed, so there's no more temples here. So what the heck am I doing in a church? Why do I need to be in a church? I don't need to be there. My temple is me. Sunini is me. My Father is in me. He's me. I am him. We are one. And I don't need nobody to tell me that. I know that. Religion tells you that. Religion try to separate the two. The Father says, I am your Father. You don't need a religion to have a connection with me. You need to be obedient to have the connection. You want me to talk to you? Do your homework. You want me to take you to Disneyland? Bring back good grades. Do your chores. Become a man. Stand on righteousness, and I will take care of everything. I will bring you everywhere. You want to go to Disneyland? I'll take you there. And I'm saying all of this in a metaphorical standpoint, so you can understand that he's much more than just a God to you. He's your goddamn father. The gods come with the religions. The gods came with the Greeks. The gods came with the Hebrews. The God came with the Hindus. The God came with the Arabs. The gods came with them. The gods never came with you. Sunini was already in you when he gave you life. Are we not reading the same book? He gave you life. He made you in his likeness and his image. So your characteristics is of him. Your personalities is of him. The way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dance, heck, the way that you make love is of him. It's of him. He's your father. Let's separate the two. Stop calling him. Don't call him the Most High no more. Call him your father. He's your father. Unless he gives you permission to call him sir or the Most High, you call him Father, because the only person that referred to him as the Most High was Lucifer. How thou art fallen from the skies, O Lucifer, son of the morning. He said he wants to be the Most High. I'm not calling the Most High. I'm going to say Father. Because our big brother came on the scene. He says, when you pray, and in this manner, he said, in this manner you pray, our Father. Ooh, why are we not hearing this? Why are we not seeing this? Why Junior always got to be the one? You know why? Because the Father is inside of me. He knows he knows I want salvation. I want my people to be free. Forget the money, forget the position, forget it all. I want all my brothers and sisters that was in captivity to go back home and create the warriors, the mentality. If we take the American mentality, the perspective, the hustle, the grind, and we bring it back into that land. You know, we the salt of the earth. We bring it back into that land. Africa is going to be 10 times, 20 times, no, 1 trillion times, 1 billion times better than it is right now. The land is waiting for us. The Father is sitting there waiting for us. Like the big bro said, like the elder says, there's mansions waiting for us. Mansions. The gold is waiting for us. Everything is waiting for us. The animals waiting for us. When you see the lions in the safari, you know why they look like that? They looking to see, is that my people? Is that us? Oh, it's these Europeans. Rah! When they see us and they know it's us, they come. They come close. They like, yo, where have you been? Where's the rest of y'all? These heathens is out here gunning us, killing us so they can take our fur, so they can put it around their devilish wives, around their neck, saying, what is that around your neck? Oh, it's a lion. They waiting for you. They're waiting for us. The people is waiting. It's going to take us to kick Jean-Claude Van Damme out the land. It's going to take us to kick Elon Musk out the land and his family, his children, his wife, his money, his Teslas. Get all that nonsense out of there. Get China out of there. Xing Hong Wang Hang Hu, you got to go too. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? You got to go. Habibi, you and your family, you got to go. Get the vacuums out. We got to clean Egypt, every part of, listen, that whole land is the land of Abram. He was dwelling in all the areas. He was born in the West. He migrated he was up top in Egypt, chilling there, getting food. He went back down. He took all that journey. That's all his. Then his children, we ransacked. That's all of ours. And we want it back. You all gotta go. And if Japheth want to be a part of the foolishness, you gotta go too. If Esau, the black man, want to be part of the foolishness, you got to go too. You guys go to the Middle East. Dwell there. Let our people go. Leave us the heck alone. This is warning. This is warning. This is not me ranting. This is me warning. This is a warning for every single black person on the face of this earth. Choose your side. Choose wisely. Tread softly. Humble yourself. Cleanse your mind. Fast. Detox. Detach yourself from all these European, satanic, Luciferian religions. Come back. Come back. Come back and let the Father work with you. Come back and let the Father work with you. And I promise you, meet the Father. He's not coming to you. You come to him humbly, righteousness, and pure humility, saying, Father, I'm not even worth being here right now. But I'm happy that you allow me to even holler at you and you answered. And when you do that, and when he see that you sincerely wants to be back home, back under his covenant, back under his home, you know, like a child, you see when the child is home with his daddy, he feels protected. If you want that true protection again, just say sorry, bro. The Father is not that hard to please. Just say sorry. Keep the commands. Start loving you. Don't worry about the streets right now. Let's focus on inward in the household. Start loving your children. Start loving your mother. Start loving your father. Start loving your wife. Start loving your husband. Start there. And once you get that love in order to 1,000%, then it's going to be easy for you to spread that love to people out in the world. It's going to be easy for you not to be irritated for foolishness. That patience is going to kick in. That love is going to override the anger. It's going to override that frustration. You're going to then have a high level of sympathy for the brothers that's walking in darkness. Because we don't need the Father's word. We don't need the word to be a condemnation for the people that's in darkness. We need to feel loved again. We need to feel protected. We need to come back and be a black community. And the only way we're going to become that is by taking away the European poison that has infested our everyday lives. And I leave it as that. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. My apologies. I came off strong. These heathens messed up with the server. You know what they trying to do. Every time righteous, real teaching is coming forth, the devil works hard. But the Father works even harder. And he only works as hard as you work. So I would never stop. I don't care what the devil bring forth to me. I would never stop. I can't stop. We can't stop. Not now. Because everything that you see going on in this world is for you. It's not just for you. It's for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren that's going to come. If it be the Father's will. If we don't live to see the changing of the cards, if we don't live to see, but as long as we put our children in the right path, and keep our bloodline intact within our bloodline, because there's a full-fledged attack right now. They're pushing interracial marriages so they can blend their seed into us and continue this European poison. So you gotta pay attention. Keep your children with your people. Tobit 4 verse 16. Read that. It's not race. This is truth. So let's keep it that way. Okay? When we were slaves, they forbid us to deal with their daughters. Now that we setting free, now we have physically, mentally, spiritually been set free. Now all of a sudden they want to deal with us. No. Keep that same energy, playboy. You go across the street and I go across the street. I feel you, big bro. You understand? And that's just what it's going to be. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Let me see if anything. Yes, peace, big bro. You know, share this. Share this to your people. I know the information I bring forth is harsh. It's too thorough. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that tough love. You want that smooth thing. The Hebrew Israelites want to give you smooth teachings. They see the teachings is to uplift you, but condemn everybody else. But when somebody like me is giving you the harsh truth that condemns you as well, you get mad, you get angry. You say I'm not in the right spirit. You say I'm falling off. You say I'm following Lucifer. And in reality, you guys been following Lucifer the minute you started calling on Hebrew gods. But I digress. Continue supporting. I'll be back tomorrow for December conversation. You know, I'm not going to give you the title yet. It's going to be a surprise. So just tune in. Stay strong. And, yeah, we in here. And for those that don't know who I am Junes, the original for the Bantu, a.k.a. also known as Mr. Keep My Foot on You Heathens, You Hebrews, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all.